I'm blessed. Perhaps not everything around me is going great, but I am blessed. This is Elder Adrian Heyman, and I'm trying to think about what to say this morning, or I guess now this afternoon. It's one thing I have to remember, that I'm blessed. Now, blessed doesn't mean that nothing's happening to me. Doesn't mean that everything is going great as far as what people would think about. In fact, many people would think that things are not going so great. And it's nothing that people don't really know. Many of you know my wife's situation. Now I'm about to have back surgery. My church knows. I try not to harp on my own condition. And just finished off paying off a lot of bills. Still a few to go, but, that's life. My life right now pretty much centers around my wife, taking care of her. And again, that's okay. And if I can make it to church, I found out it's really a push making it to church. You got a person with a bad back trying to give someone who can't really move that much, trying to get them dressed. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, but you manage. And I'm blessed for a lot of reasons. But if you just heard what I've been saying last few days, last few minutes, it was Elder Heyman, what's going on? What's happening with you? But no, I'm blessed. The reason why I'm blessed is whatever's happening on the outside is either not affecting the inside or is reinforcing the inside. Now, let me explain that for. We heard in the scriptures that man that's born of a few days, man that's born of a woman, is of a few days and full of trouble. And that particular sentence happens whether you're saved or not. Being saved doesn't keep you from getting sick. Being saved doesn't keep you from having financial reverses. Being saved doesn't mean that you're with friends all the time. In fact, if you're saved, you're going to suffer. And mainly because of what others don't believe about what you are doing or living or saying. But the blessed portion of this is one thing I've realized throughout this ordeal is that God keeps you. Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. And as these scriptures come to my mind, I remember that regardless of what's taking place, what's happening, the Lord does not always take you away from things, because then your faith really wouldn't be built up. I remember my pastor yesterday, and he spoke a very good lesson. And just to let you know, my pastor is District Elder LaVon Mitchell Jr. And the Lord gave him something that I'm able to hold on. And he talked about patience. That when people When we were growing up, we were told, don't you pray for patience. Don't you pray for patience. You're going to have yourself in a world of trouble. Which might be true. But we forget we're going to be in a world of trouble anyway. So it really doesn't matter. And the problem is, patience is what's built your faith up. And patience means that it doesn't mean that you're smiling when things are happening bad to you, no. What it does mean is that you don't go crazy. You don't think of offing yourself or others. You don't hit your hands into walls. And I've been, to be honest, if I'm to be very frank, I've been known to do that a few times. Fortunately, not recently, so I've grown. I've grown a lot, actually. Patience gives you the fortitude that you don't have to act out, either at animate objects or people or inanimate objects. And you don't unnecessarily sentence yourself to death, because that doesn't do anyone any good. But I am blessed, because I can talk right here. I can do what God has directed me to do. I still have my right mind. Don't know how long that's going to last, but I'm thanking God for what I have. And with all the things that are going on, the house is a bit disheveled because I haven't been able to do very much. But I have a house. I have a house. The lights are on. The gas is working. The air conditioning is doing okay. Could do better. Could need a tune-up, but it's doing okay. I'm able to travel. I'm able to go to the store, get my wife some food. And even though my back is hurting me, I have enough strength to actually go, do a little shopping, get what's needed, and return. Of course, I could have them deliver things to me. That's how society is nowadays, and that would be a blessing in itself. But the idea is that I'm able to walk. And there are people who cannot, but they're blessed. But the big reason why I'm blessed is that I have a hope. And it's not I hope it happens. I really hope it happens. It's actually a firmly held belief that I feel is true, 100% true. That as Paul said, I have fought a good fight. I've kept the faith. I've finished my course. And therein lies a crown of righteousness. I'm paraphrasing. I know that's not the exact correct. See, I was in Bible Bowl, and I was participated quite a bit, but it's been quite some time. But anyway, I thank God for sparing my wife's life. The capacity is not where one would like for it to be, let's be honest. But she's here. And she responds. And she can feed herself. And she can, when I ask her to roll, she rolls. And she responds. And sometimes she talks. She's not a vegetable. And for that, that's a blessing. My mother is still alive. And my father as well. Many people don't have their mothers and their fathers. Of course, my mother and father are at an advanced age, but the Lord has given them blessings to be here. I have an aunt who's been helping me through this ordeal quite a bit. Some people don't have family members to help them. I did. But at the same time, I realized that many people in my family, they don't all live in the same place. But we communicate, and I love them. And for that reason, I'm blessed for that as well. A few weeks ago, we had a funeral for my Uncle Michael. And didn't get to see all of it, but I saw that he was well loved. A lot of people came to his funeral. I was very happy about that on the inside. And therefore, I was blessed to have known my uncle, so that even I could say a few words about him that were truthful. My uncle Tyrone, he was there too. Didn't get to see him, but I know he's there, and we talked on the phone a little afterwards. Blessed to have him as well, because you don't know his story, and his story is astounding. Someone said, count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings. See what the Lord has done. So maybe this time I'm actually doing that. I'm counting my blessings. Not everything is obvious. Not everything is right there, Do I wish that some things would be better? Yeah, of course. But then Paul had a thorn in his flesh himself. And he asked the Lord 3 times. And not an actual thorn in his flesh, but something that was bothering him. We kind of assume it was health-wise. May not have been, but he didn't say exactly what it was, but we assume it was health-wise. 3 times he asked, Lord, take it away. But after the 3rd time, he told Paul, my grace is sufficient. And that's where I am right now. The grace of God is sufficient. Now, there will be things that will take place. Some things that would be an ordeal. I will have to go through it. But I thank God that he's helped me with my mind. It's at peace. It's settled. That's more than what many other people have at this time. To be honest, I hope to be able to settle you so that you don't feel as if things are lost, because they're not. And if in the next few months I pass away, I'm not saying I will, I'm not saying there's anything happening, the Lord's really kept me, had cancer that's been taken out, thank God for that. But if I should pass away, I'm satisfied. That's the phone. But I'm not going to get it because it's on my house phone, and I rarely answer my house phone. And I think and another blessing is that essentially, since it's spam risk, so I don't have to even bother going to the phone. Sometimes we have to give blessings to even the most innocuous things. But the idea here is this, saints, and anybody else that wants to listen. Blessings it is not determined by your condition or your situation. Being blessed is understanding and knowing what you have and what you are about to receive. And that's why I'm blessed. Because Satan may do quite a few things to me, and he has, and maybe he'll do more. I'm not praying for those things. No, I'm not. Definitely I'm not. But there is a hope, as I said, that I have that keeps me settled. And that is the hope of seeing Jesus face to face. That's why I keep fighting. That's why I keep striving. That's why I plow through whatever I have to go through. And understand this, it's not because of me. No, I don't have the strength or power to do this at all. It's through the power of the Holy Spirit that, again, settles me, puts me in perfect peace, allows me not to fear, and to understand that perfect love casts out fear. I'm not perfect yet, but I thank God He's perfect in me. It said, perfect love casts out fear. And I do love Him. And I love you too. So stay strong, stay committed, and regardless of where you are, saints, stay blessed. Love you in Jesus' name.